Alright, who are we gonna give our poem to? So we got Sayori is the girl next door. Natsuki is she likes the cute things. Yuri's the, she's kind of like the shy one. And Monika's the club president. We've already spent a lot of time with Yuri, so we'll stick with her, yeah? Yuri seems the most experienced. I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Alright, as Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong. What? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Oh my god. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. What? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on all of them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. And the end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I should be talking about people like that. Sorry. Okay, that's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright, here we go. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Wow. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Oh. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's really pretty. What? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. It was kind of creepy. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, really. I must have totally missed the point then. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. What? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Wow. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you. Wow. Me too. Okay, who are we gonna show the poem next? Let's go Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Wow, that's a little bit blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Okay, I'll pass on that. Well, anyway, I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Here we go. Eagles can fly, there's the name of the poem. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Yeah, I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to just express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly right. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I get it. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with her last comment. I don't really care how old everybody is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let's go with... Monica's the one we know the least. Let's check with her. Hey, having a good time so far? Oh, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring them up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, do you want to share your poem? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Alright, don't worry. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, okay? But it's just that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job! I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Oh wow, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked. You know what Yuri likes this kind of writing, yeah? Writing is full of imagery and symbolism, that's what she likes. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyse all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable by doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try out some new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit more biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everybody else wants you to write. It's not that you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Okay, anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Here we go, it's the hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction is that the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole, it wasn't too bright, it was too deep. Stretching forever, into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking at, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? That one was a bit too introspective for me. I didn't quite get it. It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to be asking for feedback. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one then? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had a kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand, go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. Who should I... Okay, one person left. Sayori. What is her poem gonna be? This could be fun. This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. I'm not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, yeah, sure. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. You see? It's like I said before, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Alright, I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Okay, we'll see about that. What have we got? Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed makes me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad, I want breakfast. Okay, Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write it? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be so mean. I still tried my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was bad. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late for school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it then. Wow, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eye lands on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk in one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. What? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions then. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Ushio did too, don't drag me into it. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Ushio liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. What? That's not what I said, you're just, Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Ushio appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. What, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Uh-oh. These guys aren't getting on. Everyone okay here? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ushio started showing up. Oh my god. Natsuki, that's a bit much. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys, can you not? Suddenly, both girls turned toward me, as if they just noticed that I was standing there. Yo, she's trying to make me look bad. Not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there is a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You get that, right? Well? What? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh shit. I think, yeah, let's move more toward Yuri. I don't know, let's just go Yuri. Natsuki. You're right, I liked your poem. You see? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because somebody's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I get that. Yuri. What? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that, I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said the things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should as well? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, and at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk to clear my head. So Yuri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do just that. It will spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it into the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sat in an adjacent chair. Everything okay? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. Nah, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, okay, I believe you. Thanks, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did she say? Never mind. It's about making her boobs bigger. I'm gonna go make some tea now. Okay, good idea. Make enough room for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was fun, apart from the arguments. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly, except you had the tantrum and walked out the room. Okay, how about me? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about those kinds of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least a little bit of a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Yo yo yo, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Alright. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen a lot? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Okay, you know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everybody else is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's, alright. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, right? I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, poem time. What do we want? Despise. Frightening. Anxiety. Yeah, let's get all the horrible, scary words. Desire, all the negative stuff. Fester. Disarray. What we got? No. Contamination. Disorientated. Determination. Fickle. What we got? Wrath. Boop. I could not do boop. Alright, sensation. Unending. Unrestrained. Uncontrollable. Melancholy. Infallible. Depression. That was a lot of negative stuff. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the last couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hey, hey, hey. Yo, how's it going? Looks like you're in a good mood today. Oh yeah. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come out to buy a snack with me? No thanks. What? That's not like you at all. I got my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to have a look. Oh. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Oh, you're dirt poor. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the classroom. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would have to lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves one option. Wow, busted. I'll give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Oh wow, harsh. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book as always. Oh, I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in the book. Yuri, tell Ushio to let me borrow some money. That's don't get me involved in that, come on. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. So she was listening in. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Oh my god, I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution? That one, yeah. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Oh yeah, don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Okay. Pwap, what's that? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was that? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Okay, I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a bite. It's so good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Oh my god. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks good really too, Natsuki. Can I try? What? Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one then? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell her? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where is she anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? No, not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual then. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Yeah? You don't think she has a boyfriend? I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Wow, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. What? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Oh, never mind that. What held you up? Oh, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kinda lost track of the time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music at all. Well, I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I will also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monika smiles sweetly. Oh, I didn't mean to put any pressure on you or anything like that. Oh, don't worry about it. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everybody is already settled down. Sayori is somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.